An Autotrader Best Bike Award is the ultimate seal of approval from Britain's biggest marketplace for motorcycles. It is a trusted, independent marker of excellence because it's judged by a whole ream of award-winning journalists, record-breaking racers and industry professionals, all of whom live and breathe motorcycles. Now, regardless of whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, each of our 10 awards categories have been designed to help make researching your next dream bike easier than ever. And we start with the entry-level bikes. The AM category is open to 16-year-olds and over and restricts riders to 50 cc's and a maximum speed of 28 miles an hour. And our winner this year was the Peugeot Speedfight.
The Speedfight is a brilliant starter bike for any 16-year-old looking for a college run around. It's fun to ride, it looks great, and it's got great detailing and great value for money.
The Speedfight has benefited from a number of tweaks over recent years to make it better than ever. This fourth generation version now has style, practicality and 100+ miles per gallon all day long. What more could you want?
The A1 category is open to 17-year-olds and restricts riders to 125cc, but without the need to display L plates. Now, style, affordability and performance are the key factors here, and that is why the Yamaha YZF-R 125 was our clear favourite.
The Yamaha R125 is a really well-resolved starter bike. It's actually got spec that would rival bigger bikes. It's got inverted forks, radially mounted brakes, really cool LCD screen. It's every inch a mini Rossi bike.
The A2 category is open to 19-year-olds and older, yet still restricts riders to motorbikes that produce less than 47 brake horsepower. Now, because of the breadth of this category, it was important that our winner displayed attributes of a true all-rounder, which is why the Honda CB500X came out on top. It's had a raft of revisions over the last year, including a new, bigger front wheel, new damping, tuned engine, and all of those marginal gains have led to a huge impact.
The updated CB500X will commute, it will cruise, it will hustle, and all with typical Honda refinement. It's a thoroughly class act and the best version by far of Honda's CB500 range.
That upright riding position is so user-friendly. And because Honda were already at that 47 brake horsepower limit, they've now tuned the engine to give it a greater spread of power, making it way more flexible.
The retro category blends traditional style with modern day technology, and it's been the UK's fastest growing segment in recent years. Triumph is one of those brands that has invested heavily in products in this sector, and it's been rewarded this year with the Best Bike Award for the Triumph Speed Twin.
The Speed Twin has really stolen the show in the retro category. It's got lighter wheels, it's got a lighter tuned engine and a really punchy gearbox.
There are lots of different bikes in Triumph's modern classics range, but the new Speed Twin is worth singling out. It's not just the best retro Triumph make, it's the best retro full stop.
Naked motorcycles encompass everything from junior 125cc's right up to 1200cc super nakeds. So it was important that the judges focused on each bike's specific fitness for purpose. For us, it was the Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory that had moved the game on the most in this category, offering a bike that's part genius, part madman.
The Tuono may have been around for a while, but each year it just seems to get better and better.
The Tuono is essentially a superbike, but with a more comfortable riding position. Now with the semi-active Olin suspension, that just makes that description more accurate.
Adventure bikes are the UK's biggest selling category, and they appeal to weekend riders, commuters, even globetrotters. So if you want the ultimate all-round adventure bike, then look no further than BMW's latest R1250 GS Adventure. The GS is the bike that helped kickstart the adventure bike revolution, and to this day, it's the bike that defines the category.
The GS is like the Range Rover of the motorcycling kingdom. And now the latest version has the shift cam variable valve timing, which was basically the only chink in the armour of the last model.
Engine aside, almost everything else about the big GS remains unchanged. The chassis, the suspension, the styling. But all of that just goes to show what a complete package the big GS already was.
The cruiser category may take life at a slightly more relaxed pace, but the level of luxury and comfort on offer here is astounding. Indian Motorcycles is a brand that continues to gain legitimacy in this segment by competing with better known premium brands and very often winning. And in the case of 2019, the Indian Chieftain Dark Horse has done just that.
As far as cruisers go, the Chieftain is so plush and well built, and it corners remarkably well for such a big bike. You get this huge big chunk of America, but it's actually built more like a Rolls Royce.
The tourer category is one of, if not the most competitive, encompassing long distance load luggers of all sizes, speeds and budgets. Now performance, practicality and value for money were the key attributes here, which is why the Yamaha Tracer 700 GT was just so admired.
The Yamaha Tracer is a featherweight in its class, but it's actually a real bargain. You get high-end punch, low-end grunt, and because of that light weight, great fuel economy.
The Tracer 700 has always been one of our favourite bikes, but this GT version has had the Yamaha accessories catalogue thrown at it. So much so that you've got 20-litre panniers with the locks and mounts, a taller touring screen and a comfort seat. It all adds up to a bike so impressive you question why you need to spend more.
Vespa seems to have locked out the best scooter category in recent years, but the GTS has a combination of style, ease of use and economy that few rivals can match.
It's the definitive scooter, isn't it? So much so that it looks like it's rolled straight out of a Milan design fair, but it's backed up by being a fun ride and has super strong residual values.
The GTS is a brilliantly charismatic scooter, a great style accessory too, and with that new HP engine, it goes almost as well as it looks.
The sports bike category continues to shift the needle in terms of performance, technology and aerodynamics. Now in this category, trying to create a bike that works just as well on the road as it does the track is like the holy grail for manufacturers, and yet BMW has nailed it.
It was going to take something pretty special to knock last year's winner, the Ducati Panigale V4, off its perch, but where do you start with the new BMW S1000RR? It's built superbly, has wonderful throttle control, lovely turning and steering balance. It has a stormy new engine and fabulous electronics.
The S1000RR has obviously been engineered from the tyres up to produce a super fast superbike. As soon as you get on it, everything feels right. Everything's in the right place, you've got that fantastic dash staring you in the face, and then you start moving. The throttle control's incredible. It breeds trust between you and the bike, and it's so fast out of the crate. You only need to look at what it achieved at this year's TT to know that it has racing pedigree in spades.
It's that above and beyond effort from the people that created it that made it not just the worthy winner of our best sports bike category, but the worthy recipient of our ultimate honour. The BMW S1000RR is Autotrader's best bike of 2019.